Hello everyone, it's Rita here, and I am just going to be playing here a little bit. I saw this stenciling technique to make washi paper, or washi tape, I should say, not paper. I saw it on Nick the Booksmith first, and she did it with ink, like the Tim Holtz stamps, different letters and that kind of thing. But I did that. Here's just a small little version. You can't even see it. I did that, but my ink must not be the right kind because it came off. In other words, the ink never dried on this paper tape. And the paper tape looks like this. So it's kind of a soft tape. It's sticky. So when I saw her do it, I'm just flipping through videos and stuff, and I saw this and I thought, I've always liked to make my own washi because I can't ever find a washi that is the color that I need for a project. So I'm going to give this a try. This is the tape. It's surgical tape, and it's also called paper tape. So surgical tape. I got it on Amazon. I don't know. It wasn't terribly expensive, but more than I really wanted to pay for it. But I understand that Walmart even carries it. But there's different surgical tapes. One is like a cloth, and it's very heavier, much heavier. And this one is like paper. So anyway, that's the tape. And I put that on this bottom part here. And this tape also is quite sticky. And so what happened was I rolled it around this little, after I made it, I put it over this little DMC floss keeper. And because I rolled it on there, this sticky part took up off the ink, off of the other, where it was stuck. I can't even say it. Anyway, so that wasn't good. I wasn't happy about that, and it just didn't really look as good as I thought it would. So I even tried two different kinds of ink pads. I tried Memento, and I tried Versacolor. I thought this one would stay. I thought it would dry and it would hold. But it just didn't either way. Neither one of those. Here's another Versamark. I don't know. What's this? Oh, that's for embossing. Or watermark stamp, I guess. I don't know. Don't know what I use that for. Okay, so let's just get going. And then I have another little project too. So this is like already practically dry. I was starting to see how it works. She used acrylic paint. The lady that did this is Karen Elaine, and she's Art and Craft Karen Elaine. That's what it says. So she's more of she's an artist, and so she has some pretty cool things, but I am not artistic, so I can't even make them. Then the other thing she did is she had some washi tape, like I have here, here, and here, that she doesn't like in her batch of washis. And I'm never going to use little fox faces and stuff like that, or ice cream and coffee. It's just not my style. The glitter, I don't rarely use any kind of shiny, except maybe the bronze and some golds. So anyways, let me get some more stenciled on this. Now, I've just got a little palette here of paint that I had on hand. I didn't go look for paints and colors. So, but I just wanted you to know that, if you can see this, you need a stencil brush. If you're going to do stenciling, you have to have a stencil brush. Sponges are not good. And the reason for that is because they will leak underneath your stencil. It happens. I mean, I've been doing this for many years, and I wonder if I want to stencil over that or move it over. I think I'll move it over and see what happens. Let me move this down. So you have to do the pouncing method, and it can be very tiring. And then put your paint on it, and then wipe your paint off so that it's not runny at all. You do have to work in your paint because you don't have a lot on your brush, but you will be much happier in the end because you won't have all this gob of paint underneath your stencil. It took a long time to learn that, but I did a lot of stenciling on, you know, writing on wood boards and things like that I painted, and I would stencil, you know, a date or a name or whatever. Hold on, I gotta get more paint. And so this is just a chalk paint. I don't know what color it is. Huh. Looks like they covered it up. I don't know. Still can't see it. It's kind of orange is what it is. So let me see if my stencil's still on the right. Actually, I don't even need a... See, this is a little too much. I didn't really wipe it off good enough. But sometimes I would have to do it, you know, a couple times to get a real good coverage. And I know you guys have all seen something like this before, but I wanted to try it, and I thought, well, I might as well do a video. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here and take this messy paint. Now, the other thing she said to do was to use stencils that are small and, you know, like intricate. I don't know why this is sticking. I wonder if this has sticky on it. It might be one of those pre-stuck type stencils. I got them for like really inexpensive at the I think the Dollar Tree. I got them. I have this one and I have this one. But see how they're very intricate looking. So now this has got to dry, but I think by the time I get back there, it'll be dry. Because we're pretty much going to cover the whole just don't want to put water on it because I don't want it to be real wet. And I don't have a bunch of stencil brushes anymore. All right, let's try this design. Let's go into here. I was thinking the orange and brown or orange and gold. I think I'll do the brown. This is called Latte. I don't even think I'm getting the whole... So this little bits of it will peek out that other color. It's not really, I don't think, the design that we're going for. It's more the easiest way to get those other colors, you know, to share those other colors with this. This is my media art. Whoop. Darn. I guess, I don't know, maybe I am punching more orange than brown. Thought I had it cleaned out enough, but alright, it don't matter. It does not matter, I don't think. That one's pretty brown. I must have picked up orange again. I'm such a dingbat. Yeah, so, you know, this is just like getting muddled. All right. Let's wipe off this. I've got too much orange on it. I don't know. starting to, it was cooler this morning, and it was, I do not like all this mess. And that's why I don't do much mixed media, because it's such a mess. It seems like it to me. Maybe I'm just real messy. I have another brush here. Let me try this one real quick and see how it's not a very good one. And it takes longer the smaller the brush. Not a very good stencil brush because it's not stiff. It took me a long time to find stencil brushes that were good. You know, they say they're stencil brushes, but when they go sideways, kind of, they're not good. They have to stand up to the pouncing. And I've tried sponges and all that, and it just doesn't work. I didn't really want to take all day to do this. I thought it might be a little faster than this, but let's try. Okay, so we can see a little more brown on that one. Okay, still a little too white. I'm gonna test something. Let's try. A little background. I don't know. Now I'm getting too dark. I just wanted to give it a little bit. Okay, I can still see that whole coffee thing. All right, I'm going to use this one just because it's clean. See if it dries a little. It needs a contrast color. So I have gold. I don't know if that'll contrast. Really needs like a bright blue or something. I don't think I have that. No, I have a mustard. Yeah. I have blue alcohol ink. I wonder if I could try that too. All right, let me just do the gold. This is a bit metallic. So hope everybody's good. We had the yard sale this weekend, this last weekend, and it went pretty good. My granddaughter made a few dollars there. I'm sure she made at least $400. So that's good. Her trip is $1,000, I think, to go to Indiana. You know, I guess they're going on a bus or something. For food and all that kind of stuff too, it adds up. The room, I think they're spending, I don't know if it's one night or 2 nights, but it's just a lot, you know, nowadays for kids to do anything. I mean, really, I know when my kids were little, I couldn't afford summer camp. And I'm glad that my daughter can, for them to experience something like that. And when we were little, we never ever went camping that I could recall. Okay. Really can't even see the stenciling. It just looks like a blob of nothing. I just barely got a little bit of that brown on. So now whatever is left over at the house, tomorrow, Monday, it'll be Monday. Today's Sunday for me. We'll be taking it to one of the thrift stores in the area, probably Goodwill. I don't know. They take everything. You know, some thrift stores won't take certain things just because they don't want to, you know, they don't like electronic stuff and that kind of thing. All right. I think it dries a little darker. Okay, well, it does have some shine to it. Can you guys see that shining at all? It's like metallic. Okay, so I can't say that I like it because, you know what, I'm not sure that I do at all. Might look different though when you go to put it on a page. All right, so I really wanted to cover a little bit more, but I think I need a little bit in this middle part here. I think it's just supposed to look kind of muted. Okay. All right. So let me get a little water and whoop. Oh, thought a postage stamp was in there. Squirt a little water to get this cleaned. Not cleaned very well. I'm gonna have to Okay, so I think it needs something. I'm not going to put that bronze in, I don't think. Let me try a little bit of the bronze and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think that really adds much. Okay, so now I want to splatter something, and I think I'm gonna splatter. Oh, do I have any black? No. I have this spray. This is not black. I have Indian ink. Here's alcohol ink black. Probably get it all over my clothes. I saw somebody do. Oh, I know what they did. The splatter is really kind of cool. Let me see if I have a piece of. I just need a little piece of cardboard. Put that on there like so. I'll just use this. I think works better if you have black paint. I don't have any black paint. So maybe that's how they splattered it. And use just a regular paintbrush works. This is like a toothbrush or something. Whoop. Well, I have some. All right. Yeah, that's pretty heavy there, but I'm afraid if I try to dab it up out of there, it will. How much time have I spent? Okay. I'm afraid it'll, yeah. I really wanted the black specks in there because you can still see that word, the words. Okay. All right, I'm going to set this to the side, I think, now with all that ink, but it should dry quickly. And then we'll just see what happens. I wish I could stamp, because I would do, if I was to stamp it, like on this one, I stamped it with, you know, text first, and then I put butterflies and stuff. But we'll see what happens. All right, let me pause, and I'm going to put this brush and stuff away. Okay, I'm back. So the next thing I wanted to share, and I did this once before, just with pieces of ephemera, not, oh, lost a nail again. I swear I can't keep them on, even for the short time that I, you know, need them. Anyway, this was a book I made. It's a flower press. And so I had, if you saw my last video on my flip through of the Whispering Floral, I used some dried flowers, and I left them in the open. Hopefully they'll last, but they seem to be pretty strong. So I had made this, I made this one for myself, and then this was the one that I made on camera, which I haven't, well, I have put a couple flowers in there. But let me see what's in here. I'm just, oh, there's one right there. See what I put in this one. This, the way I did the pages on this was not that great. So let's see, we have, whoops, I lost, I don't know. I'm not very good at this, I don't think. But this See, this one is pretty sturdy. Let me check here and see what else I did. It's another one of these. These are, I don't know where I got these. I don't know if they're from a floral arrangement or my yard. Again, I don't know. That one's the right side of that. All right, I would like to find something, pretty ones. What am I missing here? Guess I gotta go through the book the other way. This is, this book goes both ways. Okay, here's some purple ones. This is cool. It's kind of big, but I like that. And let's do these. Now these don't get real flat. They're almost like a dried flower, but I got them out of an arrangement, a flower arrangement too. I don't know. These are, let me get my, these are very tedious, but I just don't really have good flowers to dry. I do like these. I think they look so nice, but I can't do all of these today. So let me do these few that are sitting here. Maybe I'll store them in this book after they're waxed. Okay, so I need something that I can put the iron on. Okay, so now I have this, where are you guys? Oh, there they are. Like, what? I have this little wax melter. It's a for the little tablets, little melting, oh, I can't think of the name of them right now. And my my brush, I keep using the same one because if the wax dries up on it and you can't get the wax out, so I have to remelt it. So anyway, I take my brush and I just brush over the flowers softly so you don't that way you don't rip them or anything. Whoop, there's a leaf. I'm dripping this thing all over this time. Huh. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. And I use the wax that you get. You know, you get the melts, and that's the word for them, melts. And I use those when they lose their scent. And I did this with paper too. I have another video where I did it to make vellum paper, basically. This one might be a little hard, but all it does is sturdy it up so it's not so fragile. I don't know how this is going to work, this leaf, but we'll see. Oops. Okay, get this one. And I wouldn't use, like, I've had, you know, the melts that are dark brown or whatever. I wouldn't use those. This one, I don't know, it's kind of a light green, but I'm using it. All right, so now you could turn these over maybe and do both sides, but I don't think I need to. Okay, now I'm going to, you know, I should have got a different, let me see if this would work. I think this will probably work better. Now I take my hot iron. It's not hot. Whoops. Hold on. All right. I thought I had it on. I didn't. So in the meantime, I'm going to wait for that to... this, I think, was... Susan Davis asked me to share how to do this. And then Lisa... I think it's Lisa Rodriguez. Or Lisa Mendoza Rodriguez? Or something. I can't remember her whole name. I didn't write it down. She's one of my subscribers. She's making... or she's planning to make these little ephemera holders. And I was just going to show you guys. This is, you know, I mean, they're not perfect by any means because they're for me. But you can make them more perfect. And they're just full of ephemera, whatever it was that I have words in this. And it opens up like this and like this. And then I had some that were falling out of not just this one, but other ones. And so I'm going to save my acetate. And if I put that in the bottom one, it'll keep these from kind of just falling out for no reason. So I just wanted to share that with Lisa, and hopefully she'll get enthused by it. I'm sure she's watched the video. And then it all just sits right in front of me on my desk. And they're all stacked up. I have about 15, I think, now. And I also have other ephemera in my containers, but I didn't put all of them away because there's not enough room in those for that. But when those get low, then I just walk over and get, you know, another batch. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to iron this. And you want to make sure that your wax moves. This one's not moving very good. My iron over this thick stuff. Make sure that the wax gets, you can see through it. It sure smells good. It smells very hot. And if it didn't melt, just keep moving it around until you can see that most of the wax melted. All right, and you can do it again too. All right, whoops. Might have got too much wax on this. Come on. This one. Okay. Usually I only do one at a time. You'd think I would do a whole batch, but I don't. I'm like, oh, I need a flower there. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Now the wax is already starting to... Why are you smoking like that? I guess it's got wax on it. Okay. So now I take a paper towel, a couple, because I want to absorb all the excess wax out of there. So otherwise you'll have that white buildup if you don't get all the excess. Bunch of it up there. it's pretty flimsy kind of plant. So you might lose some if you do this, but the sturdier the better. Okay, let me get hopefully paper towels here. This corner over here. So you just keep doing it until you can see that there's really no more wax coming through. I mean, a little wax would be okay, but left. Okay. Where's my tweet? There. All right, I'm going to move these off of here because I think there's still a lot of wax on the paper. I don't know if these leaves are any good or not. I haven't tried any leaves like for the fall, like when I do. So I'm going to do this, that. I'm going to do a couple. I just feel like there's still wax in that. I mean, you can leave some, but otherwise it'll be white. It'll turn white. Okay. You have to have some wax in there, right? That's what holds it together. I was going to get a white sheet of paper or something to sit those on. Oops. This is like green on this side and kind of a blue color on that side. I don't know what kind of plant that was. What kind of flower? All right, let me just get these guys one more shot of wax removal. Okay. So I think that's about it. And once the wax is cooled and dry, see it's pretty firm. It's just easier to work with too. I mean, because they do break easily. They're so brittle, so fragile. Now this one, so if it's strong enough, you can glue it down to, you know, a page and it'll stay like that. If you want to, you know, everybody's. So if you haven't seen the other video, let me show you how let me just do this little scrap. Let's see. just go over the paper like this. My other baker's paper or parchment, whatever you want to call it, was white. You could see through it better to get your to see if it's spread enough to cover the whole thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this one more time on here. And there's my paper that looks like, you can see through it. Can you? I don't know if you can see or not, but it's just like a vellum page now. So it's just kind of cool. I don't think you can write on it. Let me see. Nope. You can write and take the wax off. Isn't that cool? You can reverse it. Huh. I never tried to write on it, but there you go. All right, I'm going to turn this guy off. And so, I don't like that one anymore. No, he's all wrinkled up. And I just have this little board that I use for, you know, I taped fabric down on this piece of foam board, I think. And use that for my little thing to hold my stuff. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be working on the Roxy weekly challenge in a day or so. And so I guess that's when I'll see you next. I got to watch it and see what she did, but I think it's basically she's doing some ephemera on her pages, and I'll do a little bit, but like I said, I want you guys to be able to do your own thing. Okay, so thanks for watching. I just wanted to turn the camera on and have something for you tomorrow. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.